As you know, today is March the 9th, which most Indonesians know as National Music Day. Then, President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono established the day through Presidential Decree number 10 of 2013.
Yes, and we want to talk about national music. You want to make sure we talk with the right person. And to offer his insight on better appreciating the works of musicians and their struggles within the national music industry, joining us this morning is conductor, producer, and composer, the one and only Addie MS. Good morning.
Good morning, Kai. Good morning, Paul.
Super exciting to have you here.
Happy
Thank
National
you
Music
so
Day,
much.
by the way.
Yes, happy
National Music to you too.
It's an honor to have an icon here with us in the studio. And I just straight away want to ask you, because you've been an icon for so long now.
Icon?
In the Indonesian
No.
music industry. Yes, as a person who plays the violin, I've been wanting to get into the orchestra for a very long time, but never had the chance to, by the way, but it's okay. But you know what, we want to walk down with you on memory lane because your journey in the national music industry has been quite the story, and we want you to share with us to remind
Flattered.
to remind us what it's like. So, back to your childhood when it all began. We heard, is it true that your grandfather initially didn't allow you to pursue a career in music? And what made you, though, interested to pursue it anyway, until you felt brave enough and, went to Ohio and LA to pursue that in the 80s?
Oh, actually, it's not my grandfather that doesn't allow me to take music seriously, but my father. On the contrary, my grandfather actually is the one that support me.
Oh, okay.
He was I think one of the first Indonesian town planner in Indonesia. He is the one that designed Kebayoran City, Kebayoran Baru, back in 1948. He designed it, and he plays violin, not professionally, but as a hobby. He's the one that convinced my mom that don't worry, he'll be fine. But my father, being musician is not on the list. I mean, it's like a second-class citizen at that time. So he tried to convince me that you have to go to university for a higher education, take for psychology or economic, but not music. I said to my father that I only lived once, and I wanted to be happy. I just want to be happy. I don't care about money, fame. Live once, and I want to be happy. And at that time, music is the only choice to me. And like Mark Anthony said, I read last year that if you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life. That's me. I love what I do, and I don't feel that I'm working every day. I'm playing. Now I'm happy. But at the time, once again, my father doesn't like me to be a musician, and I convinced him. Okay, starting from now. At the time, I just finished my high school. From now on, I won't receive your money. I don't want your money. So all my siblings, they go to like Universitas Indonesia, any universities in Philadelphia. Only me that I reject the money. I just want to prove to you that I can make it, or I can be on my own. That's me.
Certainly was the right choice, and it turned out the fame and everything else came along with it anyway.
I have just one curiosity, because this is something I've always wanted to know. Did you start with instruments, or were you always into composition?
I started study piano, classical piano. It's only 3 years, nothing. But Uh, I am the person that can be controlled easily. If my teacher said that you have to study this, and I will go ahead. I mean, my curiosity is too high that I just want to know what's after this, and then I can stand still. So I studied myself. In Indonesian, they call it otodidak, self-taught.
Right.
So I love to study everything. So I bought many books, and I studied myself, orchestration, conducting, and everything. I studied myself. Only sometimes when I got enough money, I went to LA, to New York for master classes and for sound engineering workshop. But mostly at that time we don't have YouTube, so I studied books, and then just to check is it okay personally to the teacher through master classes.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, especially, yeah, you're right. I mean, nowadays you can probably Google how to conduct. Back then, you'd have
Kate
to-
Blanchett did that. No.
Yeah. So your grandfather was not the only one who was a creator, if you will. You yourself had created, or more accurately founded, the Twilight Orchestra along with Odi Agam and Indra Bakar back in 1991. But many people probably don't know that your musical career dates back as far as 1979 as an arranger and producer. How did you make the shift, or what made you make the shift into orchestra?
My main, my focus as a musician is classical music.
Okay, that's what you actually like.
My passion is classical music and orchestral music, symphonic music. It's always my passion. Never listen to pop music or rock or entertainment music seriously. But suddenly I realized that if I want to be a musician, and without the help of my father, I have to learn through books that I bought myself. I have to be realistic. So cannot be from classical music.
You got to pay some bills as well,
Yeah.
right?
So I just think practically, okay, I shift a little bit to pop music. So I focus on pop music, making pop arrangement for Vina Panduwinata, Lomba Cipta Lagu Remaja, Prambors competition, long song competition, Utaliku Mahua, Krisya, and every time I got money, I would use all the money to go to America, mostly New York. I love New York because I can go to Lincoln Center to see the ballet, opera, to see concert, and then musicals, to see ballet. And when I got home, I brought a baggage full of books and records and everything. So I use pop music at first as a mean of day-to-day, so I can earn money and buy books, and I can learn.
Right.
And then when it was 1991 that I met Indra Bakar and Odi Agam, they changed my life. Suddenly, I met person that has the same passion, orchestral, even though actually Indra Bakar is not into classical music or classical orchestral. It's more to pop music orchestral. But day by day, I try to shift a little bit his interest. So now we can say that Twilight Orchestra is more to pops orchestra, not pop orchestra.
Okay.
Pops is like, if you see Boston Symphony, Boston Symphony they have same management with Boston Pops. Pops Orchestra is orchestra that perform popular classical music or traditional music. Maybe sometimes pop like Beatles music,
Right.
more loose,
More flexible.
flexible.
Yes.
Yeah, flexible. So 12 Orchestra is more pops music.
Okay.
It's orchestra and symphonic. Different with there are many orchestra in Indonesia. More to band, and with this sweetening of orchestral sound.
Right, string.
It's symphonic music.
Oh, very interesting.
The key is the control of your ego.
Oh, really?
Because
Wow.
as a musician,
Yeah.
as an artist, as a musician, you have to have that kind of ego that burn you to make something, fire you to make something that brave enough. But while you try to making something new, something creative, you have also to take consideration who is the audience.
Okay.
If this is pop music, this is a pop recording, I have to consider it to consider the expectation of the audience of
Right.
pop music.
Can't leave everyone behind as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. They just want to be entertained.
Correct.
Right? They don't care about the creativity of the voicing and the instrumentation
Yeah.
or harmony and everything. They just to be
Unfortunately.
entertaining. They love simplicity. While when the time comes, when I have the time, the challenge, sometimes I have the offer to make film scoring. And I can
Sure.
experiment
Yeah.
with orchestra. Mostly when I orchestrate, when I make a composition for film, for non-pop music, I usually go abroad for the orchestra. I went to Melbourne, to Sydney with their orchestra, to Singapore, even LA, Beijing, Prague, Macedonia. But now we have quite good orchestra in Indonesia. But at that time, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, we didn't have this luxury of orchestra and studio.
Of course.
I had to go abroad.
Yeah. So part of the reason we do have great orchestras, you're one of the reasons, one of the pioneers for that as well.
One of
Yes.
many musicians.
But anyway, so you worked on plenty of projects, one of which was for the anniversary of Nalatul Ulama, where you created the arrangement for Salawat Asigil and its accompanying performance. Can you tell us how this came about? Yeah, I believe we're looking at the footage of it right now. Amazing.
It was wow! It was unforgettable. I met a great challenge at the time. At first, I refused the job.
Oh, really?
I didn't have that. Too many challenges. It's so challenging. As you know that Islam doesn't have symphonic tradition like
Right.
Yeah.
like a church music
Yes, correct.
played with orchestra. Islam is not like that. So I just, but some says that this instrument like violin is unclean, illicit, or haram.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That kind of notion that I didn't have the gut to take the job. But since the leaders of PBNU convinced me, I trust you, you can do it. Okay, I took the job.
Wow.
And this morning, I didn't sleep at all. It's challenging in terms of thought, energy.
Looking at the performance, obviously it went very well. But how did it go for you?
I remember this.
Excuse me?
Well, how did it go for you? What did you think of your own performance? Well, I mean, we see it; it went really well.
I just work as good as I can without sleep at all. And after this, I was so surprised that it becoming so viral.
Yep.
And they have video reaction in Italy, especially in Malaysia and other countries. And here in Indonesia, so many
Right.
video reaction. They said that, goosebumps and I'm crying and
Oh, that's
things like that.
amazing.
It's really make me, sometimes I did cry for some moments. Even when I made the arrangement for the Salawat Ashkil, especially this Salawat Ashkil, and also the Allah High, the other composition, I did cry.
Oh, when you were composing.
In the morning when I compose, and suddenly I can feel the music. I can imagine the sound, and then how it sounds in the middle of the crowd in the field, football field. When I think of that, when I imagine it, I suddenly, no.
Wow, it's overwhelming, isn't it? Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, of
There you go. Then 4 for 4.
Of
Good job.
course. Woo.
I will be in trouble if I cannot recognize that lips.